Hi, Apple Juice. Welcome in. Stop it. Let's go to the beach. Each, let's go get away. They say what they're gonna say. Did you guys see that stuff about Katy Perry? I know that's not Katy Perry, but it reminded me of California Girls. California Girls. Hi, DeMarco. Hi, Dark Gaming. Let's change this to Road to, you just have to look it up. Search Ruby Rose and Katy Perry. Hi, Poet. Aw, thank you, DeMarco. Okay, what hashtag should we use? Wow, you made it home quick. I was zooming. I started smelling stuff, and I wasn't trying to smell all that. Hashtag. There's a hashtag female. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your live stream. I will. I just gotta fix this thing real quick, and we're good to go. I think it's fixed now. Hi, Try. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Why are you searching them? I'm not. You are. I saw it as in a news article. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you guys give it thumbs up. Welcome in. Was that Miss Kentucky? Hi, William. Guys, it is bug bite time of the year, and I'm not kidding. I probably have 17 bug bites right now. I gotta stay inside. I'm tired. I'm tired of getting bit. I'm tired of all of it. You got me a laxative sponsorship lined up? That's crazy. Are you serious? That probably sounds crazy without context. No context needed. Guys, okay. I have this plain water. I have an addiction. Okay? Oh my gosh, what it Hello? Why is his lid not coming off? Okay, there we go. I was about to have to ask one of the bathroom boys for help. It probably doesn't help if I call you all the bathroom boys, now that I really think about it. Alright. Well, it's gonna have to be what it is. Yeah, one of the bathroom boys. Okay, guys. So let's talk about Salude. Exclamation point Salude in the chat. They came out with this flavor. This is their newest flavor. It is apple. This is hydration and immunity. Guys, I thought that I liked their hibiscus flavor. I thought I liked the cucumber lime. When I tell you, I've been drinking these things, and I'm gonna have to order some more because I'm gonna run out of them. They come in a little stick like this. Easy, just tear the top off. You guys saw how hard of a time I had opening the water bottle, and that's honestly way harder than getting this powder out. Just pour it in your drink. All right. This one has 400 milligrams of electrolytes, 250 milligrams of Wellmune, and 100 milligrams of elderberry, which helps with your immune system. They are dairy-free, soy-free. They contain 1 gram of sugar. They don't have any artificial colors or dyes. If you're looking for the hydration packets that are not the ones you see every day, some new flavors, some good ones that don't have a bunch of stuff added in, try this out. You can use code Lexitivity10 for 10% off. They do also have like greens and superfoods and some to help you sleep and energy packs as well. But my favorite is this apple flavored hydration packets. Okay. Thank you. Hi, G. Is it good? This is... I will literally... Wait a second. Oh my gosh, what? That's crazy. Dude, there was a freaking raccoon so big that it triggered my... It'll usually... Okay, there's like different notifications for my cameras. It'll say like, oh, like something is at your door or someone, like if it's a person. It just said someone and it was a big old raccoon. I was about to say, what the heck? Anyways. Can you give me some free samples next time you see me? Yeah, for sure. Imagine I make you pay for the samples. Just say, can I have a couple? Can you bring me a couple? I only want the apple. Oh, if I have any left, I seriously need to get some more. Just save me 2. Okay. Save you 2? What if I run out before I get more? Okay, I just need to order more. I'm acting like I'm gonna see you like anytime soon. I have time to order more. It'll be fine. I will give you some, yes. I'm gonna put, why are you shaking it so slow? Because I don't want to drop it. Oh. And also, I want to make sure that it doesn't get stuck in my straw. Is Santa Claus coming to town? Maybe, should he? Make a little extra stop. Guys, if you guys want to redeem a hydrate this stream, honestly, I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to stop you. Because I could literally, if I was not streaming right now, okay, well, I'd probably be in bed. But if I wasn't in bed, thank you, G, for the hydrate. Cheers. Boop. If I wasn't in bed and it was like 6 p.m., this is what I would be doing. I'd be sitting here, like, oh, shoot. Okay, I almost ended the stream. I'd be like, because I apparently can't pretend to type without actually typing. Okay, and I would just be sitting here and I would drink this whole entire thing within like 5 minutes. I thank you for the sub on YouTube. I am really, I don't know, it depends day to day. Some days I'm really good about getting all, hi Myth, welcome in. I'm really good about getting all of my like water in for the day. And then there's other days and it's like 3 p.m. and I'm wondering if I drink anything since like my first glass of like water when I woke up, you know? It just really depends day to day, depending on how much I have to do, like how stressed I am, like what's going on. But I did not drink enough water today, that's for sure. So I will be needing y'all to remind. I don't think you'll have to remind me because this is so yummy. I'll probably just keep drinking it. But if I stop drinking it and I forget, then y'all have to remind me. Do you like pickles? Dude, I am a huge pickle lover. I can't lie about it. I can't pretend. I literally Okay, I love hot chicken too, okay? And typically hot chicken places, or at least this place that I like to get hot chicken at, they always give you pickles. Like they always give you like 4 or 5 pickles, not like big pickles, but slices, like with your meal. And the last time I went there, I got chicken tenders, and they always put pickles on the chicken tenders, okay? Not on them, but there's like a little like one of those little drink toothpick things, and there's always like pickles, and they like stick it into the top of the chicken tender. I'm not kidding. The guy brought them, and like and then like he handed it to me, and I'm just looking at it, and he's like, "Is everything in okay?" And I was like, "There aren't any pickles." And he was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess we forgot them." I'm like, "No, no problem." But like, have you ever like whenever a little kid like gets their ice cream and there's no like whipped cream on top? It was like that. I was like, "There aren't any pickles." Because I was just like, I know it's like people are dying in the world, right? It wasn't that big of a deal. But like I was, I guess in the moment, like so offended that he thought that I would notice that there was no pickles. Like, how do you not notice that there's no pickles? It's crazy. Dave's, no. Dave's is very mid once you've tried some other places. What's the most bizarre conversation you've overheard? Dude, I couldn't even tell you. There's so many. Hi for the wins. Hi, child. I do not have tattoos. Through my headphones. She hates pickles. I do not hate pickles. Hi, Craig. I literally eat pickles like chips. I can drink, like, here's the issue. I could pour pickle juice in a cup and drink it. How bad is that? Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how insane is that? You have clear skin. You must be hydrated. Rose, actually, first of all, thank you. My skin is hydrated, but I have been having some breakouts, and I think I've been eating too much dairy. You can even see like a little bit. Like I had this one place on my nose, and I it was like a very painful pimple, okay? And I had like a pimple patch on it, and I left it on there all day. And I didn't forget. I mean, I forgot that it was on my nose because it was just like out of sight, out of mind, and I had meant to take it off like midway throughout the day. But the type of pimple patch it literally, like, you're only supposed to leave it on for like 6 hours. I probably left it on for like 10. I'm not even gonna lie, because, well, okay, I had put one on the night before when I went to sleep, and I woke up, I took it off, I showered, and then I put another one right back on. So there was really only like probably like an hour in between, like me taking it off and putting it back on. So it was probably like over 12 hours that I actually like had one on, except for like the hour that I took it off. Anyways, it literally like kind of like ate the skin around. It wasn't like that dramatic. Like, I didn't have a big, huge, like oozing sore on my nose, right? But it really, like, the whole, like, where the pimple patch was really red, and it was very, like, it was like tingly to touch, you know? It was just like irritated. So I have to make sure I don't do that again. But I'm a picker. Like, if I wouldn't have had that pimple patch on, I would have realized, like, oh, like, this thing's on my nose, and I would have been bothering it, and then I probably would have had like a scar on the top of my nose. So at least this way, I think that it will be fine, and it will heal okay. But you can see it at like certain angles for sure. Tom and Jerry, I work in a restaurant right now, so I'll take a handful of pickles for a snack. I almost said pills, bro. That would have been so bad. Bright Eyes, we meet again. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Santi. Would you rather eat at Taco Bell or Arby's? Usually I'd probably say Taco Bell, but I could honestly take some Arby's mozzarella sticks and an order of curly fries. That's insane. Asylum territory. There's some cheese coming out your ear. No, there's not. I like your shirt. Thank you, Erin. Spicy pickles are good. I'm not a huge fan of like sweet pickles, but sometimes I can eat them. I like the, but like the bread and butter, the spicy. My favorite, like if out of everything is just dill. Like just give me the regular, the OG dill. I don't think I've ever gotten an ear pimple. You keep your hair short though, right? Because I feel like stuff like that happens because of, like, you know, hair. You got like, you know, like cells. Your hair is sweating. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you tried a mullet, you would have some issues with that. Get on the floor. Hands on the floor. Hi, Nelson. Hi, Sand. Oh, wait, what is this? Guys, make sure that you give the stream a thumbs up if you have not. We're trying to get to 100 thumbs up. That would be so cool. I do not vape. I don't know what that means. Must have a reaction to it. Do you use contour? Yeah, sometimes. Hi, Dance and Domine. I'll see if I catch you later. All right. See you later. Thank you for stopping by. Watching in San Antonio, Texas, you have professional beauty like in the movies. Aw, thank you. Fast food is trash. Yeah, but sometimes you need food fast. Not everybody's good at making things ahead of time. You could lose your nose. Well, at least I'll have Salude. Yum. It literally tastes like I shouldn't be allowed to, like, I feel like I shouldn't be drinking it like this late at night, but I know that it has like 1 gram of sugar, so it's fine. There's something in my eye. Hi, Wes. Hi, Rodrigo. Does your toilet have spinning rims? No. Let me try growing a mullet out so I can experience ear pimples. Yeah, maybe don't, actually. She doesn't know yet. Wait, what happened? Hydrate for the wins! Cheers! Hi, Juice God. Any Fortnite soon? Hopefully. Hi, Tyrus. Show your forehead. Bada bing, bada boom. She's all out there. Measure her up if you need to. Good night, Ryder. Sweet dreams. I got my mom's and my grandma's Mother's Day cards today. I want to get a Mother's Day card for my sisters, my 2 sisters that have kids. But I want to get theirs at Target because Target has like dollar like sister cards. So it's like basically like you're a great sister, like and a great mother, like, I don't know, happy Mother's Day. Something, you know, something cheesy like that. But I've sent them some in the past few years, and they seem to enjoy getting it in the mail, especially because their kids are like so young that they're not. I mean, obviously, they get Mother's Day cards, but I think it's kind of cool to know that they're thought about by like me. I don't know. It's just something I like doing. They're $1. But if you get them at like an actual, like even a grocery store, they're like $8 a piece. The card industry is not talked about enough on like how much of a scam, like, because once you, unless you're hand delivering it, like if you don't like live within a distance that you can just like drop it off to the person, you buy the card and then you have to pay for stamps to mail it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of crazy. Hi, Bulldog. I wish I had a pool. Nice butterfly. Thank you. Do you take donations? Kendrick, I do. If you were going to donate, I would prefer that you didn't do it through, if you want, if it is the only way that you're able to, then that's fine if you want to donate. But if you do it through Super Chat, I only get to keep like 40% of it most of the time. Depending on how you donate, I only get to keep like 40% of it. So if you go to my page, there's other ways to donate. And it is probably better if you choose one of those. Oh, thank you. Looks like my face, it looks great, but it doesn't look like it's contoured. A Meat Lover's Pizza, or some great pizza from a great pizza restaurant, is probably my favorite going out meal. Very rare. I got a jar of pickles today. What flavor? Bow, bow. By the way, guys, if you guys were wondering about my pain that I was having the other day, I am still experiencing it. That's enough YouTube for me. Wait, what happened? I don't see it. I'm scared. Do you have kids? I do not. I am not a mother. I sometimes I feel like I do have a few like stream children, but as far as children that I have birthed, I have zero. Zero. I haven't had a high quality jar pickle brand though. I don't call my sisters mommy. I didn't say that I do. No, it's just like I don't know exactly what they say, but it's just like the front will be like, "Hey, you're a great mom," and then the inside will say like, and a great sister too. I don't know, like just say like letting them know that they're good moms, like letting them know that you see that they're a good mom. I don't know exactly what they say. I'll get one and then I'll show it to you. But I did get my grandma one and my mom one. No, it's not. I was at the grocery store getting groceries, and that's whenever I was like, oh, shoot, I'm going to go ahead and get a Mother's Day card because I'm not going to have a chance to otherwise because I'm going to forget about it. And that's why I went ahead and got them. But I did, Target has a very good, I didn't go to Target, but I do know from years past that Target has a really good selection of cards that aren't expensive. So I do recommend going to Target for that. I have not went to Target yet. I was at the grocery store and I got my mom's and my grandma's at the grocery store. It took like 2 seconds. I did not make a special trip. Mother's Day is not for like 3 more weeks anyways. Thank you, Worldwide. Thank you, thank you. Tonight is the night. Hi, James. Welcome in. Is that something you see in the future for you? Sure. If I have the right person and I'm married or whatever. Hi, Logan. That would be the plan. Hi, Keith. But you can't plan for something that's not currently happening, so I mean, I guess you can, but sure, we'll just say yes. Well, it's not all YouTube. Like if you do it, if you have an iPhone, it's complicated. You can Google it, but basically, like if you have an iPhone, like Apple takes a percent, and then YouTube takes a percent, and then there's a processing fee. So by the time that it gets all filtered out, then there's a little pile left for the person that was supposed to receive it. Thank you, Royce. The giant coaster dolls? Oh gosh, the big pickles are a little scary. Aw, thank you, Worldwide. Hi, Eric. Thank you, Isaac. My mom is the only person that gets anything on Mother's Day. My family judges me for it. Wait, they judge you for getting your mom something on Mother's Day? Or they judge you for not getting all of them something? Hi, Laura. What is your name? My name is Lexi. There's a hair that's like coming off. There it is. And it keeps tickling my leg. Appreciate your mom so you can. I love my mom. So you don't have to tell me twice. Have you been at the library? I've not. Hi, David. Hi, Fly. Hi, Mom. No, but my parents think it's weird I don't get my grandmother or aunts anything. Okay, so that's the way you meant that. I think maybe you should get your grandma a card if you're close to her. But aunts on no, like if I was stretching it out that far, like they would have to they would have to chip in like cards like I just mentioned. Like the cards are expensive. My mom never wants any gifts for you. Well, I think that a card would be a very generous gift because you can get a very sweet card and it doesn't have to be like a gift. Yes, I just get her whatever I think she'd like. Because here's the thing, like a lot of time it depends on your mom, but it sounds like your mom's like this. Your mom doesn't want you spending your money on her. But like even if you don't want to get her something super crazy, a card like she would really enjoy it. I think she'd be like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy, or even like a card and some flowers. A walrus, that's crazy. Oh yeah, it is Autism Awareness Month. So guys, it is Autism Awareness Month. So I just need you guys to be aware of autism. Hey Lex, hi, welcome. Aw, thank you. I got a card for my birthday. It just makes you feel special. The squirrels are conspiring against us. Do you think so? Oh, gee, thank you for the hydrate. Cheers. I could put a bow on a rock and my mom would be upset I got her a gift. Yeah. That's good though. Because there is a flip side to that where there's some people's moms who unfortunately are very unappreciative and greedy, and they think that they deserve to have access to their children's money all the time because they raised them, and they think that I don't know, it's really crazy. I do not have that issue, but I do know that exists, and I do have sympathy for those people because I have a great mother, and I wish that everybody could have a mom as good as mine. And I mean that. It's actually so funny because you're wearing nice. Hi, new one. I do not smoke. As a parent, anything my kids ever made for me melted my heart. Yeah. Well, and I was talking to my sister, and I was like, oh, I was showing her the card that I got for my mom, and she was like, oh, that's cute for you. And I was like, for me? Like, what do you mean for me? You know? And she was like, I don't get, she was like, it's too ushy gushy for me. And I'm like, we have a great mom. And she's like, yeah, but I don't give her cards that are like that sentimental. She's like, I was like, oh, because like we've never really like talked about it, but like I was just like, oh, okay. And she's like I'm just saying, if I got her a card like that, she would be concerned. I was like, I don't think so, but okay. And she was like, she doesn't get people ushy-gushy cards either. And I was like, I don't know, because we were just like talking, okay? And I was like, maybe not you. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, actually, never mind. Never mind. I almost got my mom in trouble. I almost got my mom in trouble. You're eating laxatives as a snack? You might have to take off work tomorrow. Some women don't deserve gifts. I would agree with that. But some women that do deserve gifts don't get any. Actually, somebody asked me about a conversation that I eavesdropped on earlier in this stream. And I actually when I was at the grocery store, the people that were checking out next to me, I always do self-checkout. And this lady, oh man, like, I don't want to comment too much because I don't know how she lives her life every other day. But I'm telling you, like, this woman, her man, I don't know if they're married. I didn't like look that hard. They were at the grocery store together. And I don't know like how their working situation is, whatever. I have no idea. This is just me watching, right? This man, I mean, like, I like men, I like women, like, whatever. I'm not hating on either gender specifically, but this man, like, I saw them a couple times throughout the store, but every single time that she would like pick something out, like, to get or whatever, like, she was putting stuff in the cart. Like, every time that I was, like, next to them, like, every single time he had something to say about it. And then we ended up just, like, checking out next to each other. Like, just coincidence happened. I was checking out. Like, she comes around. And, like, she's, like, bagging the groceries. And he's like, you shouldn't put that in the same, like, oh, don't put that in the same bag as each other, blah, blah, blah. Like, just nitpicking everything that she's doing. And she was, like, going insane. She's like, are you gonna, like, they were arguing in the store. She's like, are you gonna just keep like bitching, or like, if you're not gonna help, then just like go stand by the door and wait for me to get done. Like, he didn't want to like help her bag the groceries. She's doing self-checkout, by the way, and like she's trying to make sure that her sales are coming off and stuff. And he's like, how much longer is this gonna take? Don't put that stuff in the same bag together. Like, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, I was about to go buy some duct tape and just like put it on this dude's mouth. Like, what are you on about? Like, none of this stuff is that big of a deal. Like, I was there for probably like 3 minutes, like finishing up my groceries. And I was already like, I don't think I could have lasted another minute in the same checkout area is that guy. Like, I don't like, I just want to say, like, we all need to be like sending our best wishes to that lady. I mean, I'm guessing she put herself in that situation, but man, it was so freaking annoying. Wrong stream, no problem. Men get flowers and cards only at their funerals. She was scanning extra slow just to hear their conversation. No, but it was stressing me out because I was afraid that she was gonna punch him and I was gonna be in the middle of it. Hi, Roman. If you treat people well, dads definitely get cards and love. Unless his job is a... Oh my gosh. Wait. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Real. Thank you, Jacob. At least she said something. Oh, she was getting upset. But I think he was... I don't know this for a fact. But just from what, like, I was seeing, it felt like he was trying to get her to, like... He was trying to get her to, like, go off in the store. And she was, like, trying not to let him get her to that point. He's backseat driving at the grocery store. Literally backseat driving the checkout lane. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Control freak, maybe. But the thing is, if you're that much like of a I need control of the situation, then you do it. Don't yell at the person who's trying to get the stuff done. My wife has no idea how to bag correctly, so I just do it. That's the thing though, Terry, is you do it. You don't sit there and complain about it. You're just like, hey, you scan, I'll bag. Like, just hand me this stuff and I'll take care of it, right? You're not going to be like, what are you doing? I don't like it. Like, bleh. I can't stand it. Sounds like a real catch, exactly. Boost. Guys, raffle. Oh, shoot, it's already over, definitely. Sounds insufferable. So much negativity I've seen on the tube today. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Kenneth. How are you? I think she was actually pinching the pennies, but he was complaining about it. Hi, Hawk. Hi, Sean. I find it a bit weird. Most of your stories are about grocery shopping. Well, that's when I see the most of my, like, people in public. And then whenever I'm doing my other stuff, it's usually just me and the paint, me and the wood, me and the crafting. I mean, I don't know what like, you want me to start talking to the paint? Hey, yo, you're taking too long to dry. Oh, of course. You want to drip on the floor? You want to drip on the floor? Well, good try. I put a freaking tarp down so that you wouldn't freaking mess me up today. What do you want from me? Most of your stories are about grocery shopping. Yeah, because that's when I see people. I did actually, I did do a little, for a breather, some fresh air. I went for a little walk today. I regretted it, because it wasn't my normal, like, little around the block time. It was a different time, and let me just tell you, well, one of the guys was fine, but it cracked me up because there was this guy with, like, a cowboy hat walking down the sidewalk, and I was like, okay, whatever. Hi, Max. Hi, Brett. Yeah, raw meat and bread in the same bag is crazy. I honestly think that I wasn't paying attention, but maybe, like, she put something, like, in the same bag as, like, a jar or something. I think she was really just over him, and she was trying to get out of there as quickly as possible. Like, she was probably just putting everything everywhere. Hi, Lonnie. Thank you, Nando. Yeah, raw meat should be bagged separately with other raw meat. Hi, Angel. As an Aldi shopper, this makes no sense to me. Okay, yeah, because they just toss everything into the cart and then you bag it yourself later, or you just toss it in your car. Ow. I mean, I can shop for my own tools, but typically I would say no. Hi, Mom. Guys, make sure you hit the thumb. Guys, we're at 127 thumbs up on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Can you play some Fortnite or Dead by Daylight or something? I do want to play some Fortnite soon, Bueno. But anyways, yeah. So he starts walking. He's just like walking. He's walking on the same sidewalk as me. I'm going like this way. He's coming this way. And like typically, if you're walking like this, whatever way you're walking, you stay to the right. Okay. And this is like kind of a narrow sidewalk. And the side that he's on, like there's bushes that need to be trimmed, so they're like cutting into the sidewalk, so it's making the sidewalk even more narrow. All right. I am the type of person, like if I'm by myself, I'm just gonna, like, unless it's somebody I know, I don't know, I'm not gonna try and have any interaction with someone that I don't need to have. Okay. So we're like walking, and we literally like intercept at the same places where like the bushes need to be trimmed over there, right? And so like I'm on the side like not where the bushes are, and so there's like really nowhere for this guy to go, right? And so I step off the sidewalk, like into the grass for a second, like just long enough so we can pass by each other and we're not like rubbing elbows, right? And I don't know what maybe he wanted to step off, but I just stepped off, I guess, before he had a chance to. Anyways, he's like, Miss Ma'am, he's like never take the grass for a man, like always never step off the sidewalk for a man. I was just like, okay. Like, bro, like you didn't go out of your way to take the grass. Like, did you want to rub elbows? And who's Miss Ma'am? I guess that's fine. Miss Ma'am. I guess he was trying to make sure he called me both just to see which one I wanted to be called. But whatever. Then it was a pretty decent walk, I would say. There was another section of the sidewalk, and this part of the sidewalk is just bad, okay? It is bad. Like, there's not much sidewalk, and like it's all like busted and cracked. There's just like trees all through there. Like, it needs to be completely redone because the roots of the trees have broken up the sidewalk. And there was a guy coming towards me. I'm just like walking, right? And he realizes that me and him we're gonna touch elbows, okay? He goes out of his way to just walk in the road. He's just in the middle of the road, like walking, so that he doesn't have to I guess like make me uncomfortable. And I was like he did it like what, like not like as soon as he got to me, but like probably like 20 feet away from me, and then got back on the sidewalk once he was behind me. I was like, okay, that's respectable. That's a guy who's not trying to get pepper sprayed by a random crazy lady. Or maybe a guy who has been pepper sprayed by a random crazy lady and he's not taking his chances. That's what I really started thinking about. I was like, that man's been pepper sprayed before, I think. Wise words. Hi, Jay. Hi, Neo. That guy should try saying that in New York. Can we rub elbows? Which one do you want? I don't know what that was. Hi, Jose. I call ladies shorty. Well, I guess it depends on where you are and who you are. Howdy. Howdy do there, ma'am. He was just being a cowboy. Yeah, you always want to walk by the pretty girls. Greetings from Mexico. Hi, Michael. Cheers for the hydrate, for the wins. Would you rather? I don't think you finished that. There's not any or else what? Oh, do you mean would I rather give all deaf people back their hearing or get $8 million? I'll take the $8 million. I run into this park, but I always walk in the grass. Happiness is where you feel whole. Hi, Ozzy. Hi, Martin. Why is that the song you sing anytime you wiggle a body part? It's just ingrained in my bones. Water bottle's empty. You gotta go get more. It's not empty yet. And then, lastly, I think this is lastly, there was, I thought about not mentioning this one, but I think I'm just going to. Anyways, there was this one guy, and he was dressed nice, very, like, I was in workout clothes, okay? Like, nothing crazy, but I was in workout clothes. And he was very much in, like, jeans and, like, a white button-up shirt, okay? With, like, his hair done, whatever. And I can't say for sure because I don't know. But when I was walking on the road where the guy like went out in the road so that he didn't have to like walk like right up against me, there was a truck that went by, and when the truck went by, like they rolled their window down, and I was like, oh, that's a little weird. Maybe like the guy just needed some fresh air, right? But I took note of it because it wasn't like a traditional. It was like an older, I guess, like the car wasn't like terrible, but it was like an older truck. I guess, like, I don't know, but the window made a noise when it came down, and it caught my attention, okay? And I was like, and the guy was like looking out the window, and then I was like, oh, that's weird a little bit. And so I just kept going along my walk because I was like, you know, if I was scared of every guy or every person that rolled their window down, I would never be able to leave my house, okay? So, thank you, Justin, for the $2 super chat. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Anyways, so I like continue on my walk. I'm turning this corner, and like way off in the distance, I didn't have my glasses on, but I see like a guy standing on the corner, and this is the way that I'm walking. All right, but it's like 2 blocks down. I'm like, oh. Because he's, like, looking in the opposite direction. I'm like, maybe the guy has a dog. You know, maybe the guy's, like, we just got home from work and he's walking his dog. Right? So I just continue walking in the same direction. Because here's the thing. Like, when I'm on my walks, I see quite a few people. And if I was to turn directions every time I saw somebody, I would never get anywhere. I would just be like, it would be weird too. I would feel like I'm playing Pac-Man in real life. Like, you know, So I keep walking that direction, all right? And then like I'm walking this way. He goes, I don't see him anymore, right? He's like going this way. And then so I was like, okay, like you know, coast is clear, whatever. Then I get to the corner. And the guy's like standing like probably like 2 sidewalk blocks like this way. He starts walking like towards me kind of. But like and then he's like, "Excuse me," and like goes around me on the sidewalk, and I was like, "Okay, like whatever." And then he says, he's like, "Hey, by the way, ma'am," and I was like, turn around, I'm like, "What does this guy want?" You know, I'm like, the guy doesn't have a dog, so like, why has this guy just been standing here for like the last 5 minutes, and it took me to walk from back there all the way up here, and he was like, "I couldn't help but notice how beautiful you are." And I was like, "Thanks." And I like, as I'm saying this, I'm continuing walking. And he's like, "Would you mind if I get your name real quick?" And I was like, "Honestly, I'm just trying to go along my walk if that's okay with you." Like I'm not trying to get to know you right now. and he was like, "Oh, okay, well, have a good day." And I was like, "You too." But like, bro, like, why were you just standing there the whole time? Like, if you, I mean, probably not still, but if you were maybe just like actually casually walking by, but did you just stand there and like wait for me to come? Like, also, are you the guy in the truck? Did you like go home, get out of your truck, or did you even go home? Is your truck parked around the corner? Did you just get out of your truck and stand on the sidewalk and wait for me to walk in that direction? I don't know. But I as soon as like that happened, I called my sister and I was like, "Hello," just so I could be on the phone with her, so that because she has my location. I didn't think anything was gonna happen, but you never know. The little guy liked you. Hi, Steven. You walk fast and aggressively. He probably froze when he saw you walking his way and he didn't know what to do. Maybe. Okay, did you guys ban Banjo? If you didn't, can you please? Because that is crazy. Hi, honey. And for the record, I'm not answering that actually. Hi, honey. Welcome in. Picture a power walker, but very exaggerated. I do not like. You're acting like I'm like this. I do not like. I don't go all in there like that. He probably thought you were gonna rob him. I should have. Water would be nice. 80 stream streak, Michael. Amazing. Call your mom and tell her you love her. I do love my mom. You got the doors locked? He might have been a creep, but that's pretty girl problem. People probably even hold the doors for you. Things all I mean, I hold the doors for people. That's just like a southern thing, I think. But I don't know when a good time to approach somebody like that is. But for me, I mean, like, I had a water bottle. I had my work, you know. I feel like it was well, and also, okay, if you say, "Hey, you're really pretty," blah blah blah, and if somebody's like, "Oh, thank you," and then they turn around like towards you, Like, if that would have just been, like, the end of the conversation, then that would have been fine. I probably wouldn't have even brought it up on stream. But, like, it's when, like, but, like, I kept walking. I didn't say anything after that, right? Which, I will say, okay, this is not a bad, I'm not saying this is a bad story, by the way. Because it would have been bad if when I said no, like, if he would have been like, okay, you're freaking ugly anyways. Like, that is an uncontrollable person. And I have had experiences like that in the past. Luckily, nothing really recently. But if that would happen, that would have been like a horror story, right? Like, we were like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen now? This person was perfectly fine, but I think that since whenever he said that and I kept walking, I think that was a sign that I wasn't interested. But if I would have turned to approach him, like, if I would have been interested, if a girl was interested, I think that she wouldn't just keep walking. She would be like, oh, thank you. Like, what's your name? Oh yeah, like, let's exchange information. Let's hang out sometime, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't do that. I think that that's maybe like the point of my story, is that if you are, it's fine to approach somebody, and if you think that they're attractive, or that you would like to get to know them and whatnot. But yeah, if I think that you can tell pretty quickly if they're interested or not. I didn't know what to say when someone held the door for me the first time here. That never happens where I'm from. I've literally tried to hold the door open for people and they go out the other door. Or, like, they'll open the other door. And I'm like, oh. Well. Better luck next time, Lexi, you know? They choose the bear. I wouldn't choose the bear. But I'm just, I have a lot of energy right now. I think from the Salude, and so I didn't particularly articulate what I was trying to say very well. But I think that was the point of my story, is that it's less awkward if you're able to like read the situation better. Why so different this night? Wait, what's wrong? Well, oh my gosh, that was going crazy. I've literally just been staring at my blue at my blue light back there. Okay. Are you feeling good tonight? Your hair? What about my hair has to do with feeling good tonight? Silly goose. Keep your head up and do your thing. Thank you. Hi, Aura. They probably think you're trying to rob them. She's giving some game. Justin, I don't see anywhere on my page where it says $2 for a fit check. So, if you chose to super chat $2, then that was your choice. I never said, oh yes, I do $2 fit checks. That's not something that I do offer here. Sorry about that. Hi, Coffee. What's a better approach than calling a girl pretty? Well, Terry, I think that the issue wasn't calling the girl pretty. It's that once he called me pretty, I just kept walking. I think that's what. I don't know if you've said something since then. I'm kind of behind on the chat. Hi, Mackie. Namaste. Oliver, are you good? What's wrong with my hair? You don't like it? I didn't do anything to my hair. Do you eat your greens? I don't always eat them, but I drink them in my salud. Yeah, DJ, exactly. Read the room. That's all I was trying to get at. She just eats grass. Exactly. I love grass. How's your shoulder doing? Okay, my shoulder isn't as sore, but now I have like I have this like well, I did a little too hard of leg day, I think, and now I'm having like a little bit of pain in my leg, but I think that it's gonna be okay. I think it's just gym soreness, but it's not like the good like booty gym soreness where you go to sit on the toilet and it hurts. It's like, oh, this is like this is a little more than that, but it'll be fine. Yeah, $2, and then I get like actually 25 cents of that $2. What do you offer? I mean, I don't have any of those like dollar amount for certain things. Hi, Richard. Get her attention, then tackle her. Lex has the best hair. Oh, thank you, Hawk. Ooh, if one of you guys need it, I could give you some of my follicles for a hair transplant. SpongeBob SquarePants. Can you hide inside my hair? If you're like a little tiny mouse, and then I could put another hat on my head, and then we could be like Remy and Ratatouille. Uh-huh. What do you think? You got a different paint every day. I know. I need to go back and see my rheumatologist and let him give me a little scan. See what he says. How is your car doing? It's chugging along. It's like chugga 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 choo choo. You know, every once in a while it starts like trying to fight back, and I'm like, listen, we don't got time for that today. And so then it's like, okay, and it just keeps chugging along. It just needs a little attention sometimes, you know. Hola, welcome in, guys. Thank you guys for all the love on YouTube. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, and make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you. She is not reading this chat. I am reading this chat, but whenever y'all say crazy things, I don't. Hi, Liam. Thank you. Bad shoulder, bad legs, swollen lymph nodes. You're in bad shape. Just teasing you. Well, I think that they're okay. You guys are gonna be like, crazy, blah blah blah. But I have seen some. Well, okay. First of all, I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which affects my connective. It affects like my collagen, like the cartilage in between my bones. So I've known like for not 8 or 9 years, maybe to 8 or 9 years that I have like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and I always just like, haha, like whatever, it is what it is, like stretchy skin, weird elbows, ha ha ha. And then you guys know that I like going to the gym. I have not been lifting as heavy. I mean, sometimes I overdo like my sets, but I haven't been lifting as heavy ever since I started having like even any like elbow pain and stuff. Because I don't want to be dumb, but also like there's a balance, and I have to find the balance because I can't just not work out at all either, because that's not good. Like working out a little bit is like physical therapy, you know. I'm not just gonna turn into a into a nice words, nice words, nice words. A girl that doesn't go to the gym, that just like lets herself be there. Okay, if I stopped working out, like, also it wouldn't be, it would, like, I would lose muscle. Like, I would just end up being like, I'd probably just end up like, not saying that anybody who ends up in a wheelchair is because from their own doing, but I think that I would end up like in a wheelchair from my own doing if I didn't go to the gym. So I do go to the gym, and then I also have some issues from that. So there's a balance, okay? And I have seen a lot of like positive people having positive effects from doing like the red light therapies and stuff. But I could probably get like a small red light setup pretty cheap. But your girl does not have the place. First of all, like, I'm not gonna like even go out of my way to try and put like like an insane like red light setup in a place that's not mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the room for it. I don't have the money for it. Okay. But I do want to maybe like try, I don't know. I don't believe it. Like, I don't want to believe it, but there's so many people who say so many good things about it. It would be worth trying if I could get some kind of red light therapy for cheap, to see if it would just help with recovery. That's all I'm trying to say. Chad's funny tonight. Hi, Dewey. How tall are you? I'm 5'4" 3/4. Keep going strong. Thank you. Are you eating enough bone marrow for collagen intake? Well, I do like the collagen pills. And then if I don't take the collagen pills, I'll do like the collagen protein peptides. So I do get my collagen. How's it working out with the music? Without music working for you, still doing that? I go back and forth. Do you even lift, bro? What is your car doing? Misfiring? You're stalling out. I need a new battery, and my car has over 200,000 miles on it. But she's a good girl. And she takes me where I need to go. No, it's not the same. I don't think it's the same peptides that everybody's talking about, because I've been taking these like collagen peptides for probably like 4 years now. It's not the same. It's not the same as the peptides that people are like injecting into their skin. And I do make homemade bone broth sometimes, but I definitely don't have it enough. Just change the background lights in this room to red. I think that they're like a certain level bulb. You would have to look it up. I'm not even gonna pretend like I know too much about it. No, not red light district, Dewey. Red light therapy. I put my cucumbers in apple cider vinegar. Yummy. Keep it under 400k miles. Oh yeah, my car. I was like, Terrence, what is going on with you? You're talking about my car. Stop. Hi, Gregory. Hi, Sean Miles. I'm not drunk or high. Hi, Aaron. Try Pepto-Bismol. Stop. No, I just use like chicken bones to make bone broth. You needed a battery for months now? No, it's been like a month. Are they expired? I've used them and I've bought more. They're not the exact same ones as I've had been using. I said until, not under. Oh. I can't read that well. I was about, me and Terrence were about to go head to head. Aw, thank you, Kamari. What is it for? What is what for? Sorry. Do you eat fried calamari? I do like fried calamari. I haven't had it in a while, though. Hi, Tennis. Speak properly so Honey can understand you. I thought you were trying to make a joke. Aw, thank you, Leos. What are you thinking about telling me? What do you mean, silly goose? Do you have a chicken farm? No. Oh my gosh, my sister used to live next to this lady who had chickens, and sometimes she would like let the chickens out to go, like, she would say that they were going for a walk, and they would be in like they would like get in my sister's yard, and then the lady would come to like fetch them, and then she was like going out of town, and she came and not like, my sister was not like in any means, my sister was not like friends with this lady, okay? Like they might like see each other in the driveway, and then like my sister would see her when she would come to fetch her chickens. But she was going out of town, and she came and knocked on my sister's door, and she was like, "Would you be able to watch my chickens for me while I'm out of town?" And my sister was like, "No. I have 3 kids. Like I don't have time to watch your chickens. I'm sorry." Like I don't know what your chickens entail, but I know that you have to that you come to my yard to fetch your chickens. And this wasn't even like her next door neighbor. Like, this is a lady across the road, like 3 houses down, and these chickens ended up in my sister's yard. She doesn't live there anymore, but like every time she would tell me about it, like another story about the chicken lady, like it would just be so funny to me. Like, I think it would be one thing if you were like her next door neighbor, but across the street, like 3 houses down, it's kind of crazy. No, my car's not fixed yet. Who cares? Hi, Miv. Who here would like to watch my chickens? It's a very unique issue to have. Babysit chickens? Yeah. I'm from Kentucky, but I live in Texas. You can play chicken with the chickens. Lady probably went down every door to see if it'd say yes. I don't know. You had a dog that hated your neighbor's rooster, and they would fight, and you would have to break it up? That's crazy. She's from Texas, I can tell by the way. I don't know who that is, Adam. Hi from Houston. Hello, Jay. Where are you from? I am from Kentucky originally. I live in the city, and a family down the block had chickens. It was a big deal. Oh wait, what happened? Somebody stole them and ate them. They ate the chickens. That's kind of crazy. Anyone craving chicken top ramen with crackers? I'm not craving it, but I would take a bite. What was your dinner? I had buffalo chicken tenders. I didn't have any vegetables. From Kentucky and now in Texas, I expected more of a country accent. Well, sometimes it comes out really bad. It depends on if I've talked to my family or not. Her town isn't even on the map. Yeah, true. Oh no, if I'm around my family, my accent's really bad, but it's like mellowed out since I moved to Texas. Pleasant Grove, Texas. They said the same thing about me. Oh, really? That's funny. So yummy. Texas mentioned. Yes, so nothing pleasant about Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove and Conroe. Guys, we're at 195 thumbs up on YouTube. Can we get to 200? What do y'all think? Is it possible or no? Your mom's from Kentucky? Nice. Hi, Talon. Oh, 200 thumbs up on YouTube. I'm multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube currently. I love the Hill Country. It's an extremely beautiful place. It is. It's crazy though, cause like there's sometimes. I mean, I guess it's just like anywhere else, but like sometimes the storms that happen like in the Hill Country, and then like you'll like let's say you're like staying out in the Hill Country, and then you go like you have like friends or whatever in Austin, and like there will be storms that happen in the Hill Country that like that in like Austin will be completely sunny. But they're like so close together. It's insane to me. I mean, it makes sense, but sometimes it's like hard to fathom if you've seen it. I make sure I don't have friends in Austin. Oh, did I tell you I'm moving back to Austin? Hello. I can't even take myself seriously saying that. How old are you? That's crazy. Nice knowing you. Dude, I found my when I was like sorting through some paperwork and like filing it away, and I ran across my came across, I didn't run, but I came across my my warning ticket from a few years ago when I got a warning for speeding. I was gonna ask you if you knew who the officer was, but then I was like, there's no way you would know who they were, because it was they had to sign it. No, it was a joke. I'm not moving back to Austin. Hi, Paddlefoot. I might would. I want to say his name started with a J. I would have to look it back up. But I was going like 12 over the speed limit. I didn't get a ticket though, just a warning. Hi, Alice. I will never forget. Like, it's not that funny, but like when I think about it, it kind of is. Whenever I got pulled over, and I was like so nervous, and like whenever I rolled the window down, I was like, sorry, I don't sorry, I've never done this before. Like the first thing I did is say like, I've never done this before, and he was like, well, that's good. like it's it's like a board game that I've never played before. Sorry, officer. No, I was like, because I had never been pulled over. I was like, I was just sitting there with like my hands on the wheel. I was like, my purse is buckled in with me. I need to unbuckle my seatbelt so that I can get my purse and get my ID out of my purse. And he was like, okay. And I was like, my registration's in my glove box. Can I get it out? And he was like, yeah. I was like, sorry, I've never done this before. And then after I said that, like that song, I never did this before. No, like that started playing in my head and I was like, oh my gosh, snap out of it. I'm surprised he didn't have you get out of the car for being so weird. Well, like I told you guys before, like I was literally on my way to work. I had just went to get, like, when this happened, I was on my way to work. I was running late because I was getting my passport that morning. Like, and I had scheduled it, like, my passport time to like go was like 4 hours before I was supposed to be going into work. Like, I don't know, at least 3. And like the passport thing was just like all a huge mess. And like I ended up having to like go reprint my papers, blah, blah, blah. And then they were like behind and the guy in there was taking forever. And he was honestly kind of like an asshole. I'm not gonna lie. Like the old man who was doing the passport stuff, like whenever people would be like, dude, like my appointment was 45 minutes ago. Like what? I have places. Everybody in there was getting annoying because they were like, we have places to be, blah, blah, blah. And there was like 10 of us waiting. And he's like, well, you can either wait and get your passport or you can come back another day and make another appointment. And this was kind of like still, I feel like maybe it's a lot quicker to, right? Like if you were to go now, but this was kind of whenever people started getting their passports like after COVID. So it was pretty jammed. I haven't left the country after getting my passport, no. But I told him, I was like, hey, I'm just trying to get to work. Like, I'm so sorry. I was getting my passport. Like, I had all my paperwork in my passenger seat. Like, the story checked out. I'm in like my work clothes. But like, I have all the stuff for my passport, like in my passenger seat. So I think that he was like, oh, okay, maybe this girl's not a criminal. Maybe she's not a criminal. I took a shower a little while ago. Now my nose and beard are pinching. They're doing what? He asked for your driver's license. You gave him your birth certificate and social security card. Yeah, no, I'm like, can you believe that man stapled my real birth certificate? That man he took it. He took it. Actually, no, I didn't even have my birth certificate because he took it. That was what was really crazy. Is that like I had to have 2 copies of my birth certificate and the original. And he gave me back one of the copies. And then he's like, I have to send the original and one of the copies in for you to get your passport. Because you have to prove that your birth certificate is real. And I was like, you're taking it? Like, that's my birth certificate. Like, that thing's antique. Like, that is my original birth certificate. Like, that thing has been stored properly for over 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, I did not want to give that man my birth certificate. And he was like, do you want the passport? And I was like, fine. I was like, what happens if you lose it? He's like, it's gonna come back to you, okay? I did not trust that guy. Oh, thank you, Balvin. Speaking of passports, aren't you even gonna ask how my trip was? Yes, I did want to ask how your trip was. I didn't know if you were back yet. I guess I've been missing some streams, so I feel like you should still be gone. I kind of thought you were just stopping by to say hi and then you were going to be out. So I didn't want to like ask you questions and you feel obligated to stay. But yes, I do want to know how it went. I've been waiting patiently. Since you're handing out important records. Will you come to Virginia and get stoned with me? I don't smoke anymore. Silly goose. You're very welcome. I got you. Come back your store with the cop? Wait, what do you mean? Guys, by the way, my favorite candy. Guys, this is my favorite candy. Lucas's Squinkle Chunks. Spicy. They're so bad for you. But they're so good. Lucas, he's the guy. They're literally like these mango candies. It's like a mango fruit strip with chamoy in the middle. Where do you get it from? Just a grocery store. They look like hamster poops. Bro, if your hamster poops this big, then you need to... That guy needs to go to the vet. She's just as wonderful in person, and we have the conversation of giving long distance relationship a chance and other deeper conversations. That is so awesome. Wait, sorry, I almost said this is really sour. No, that's so awesome. Yay. Aw. Wait, how long was your trip? It was only a couple days then, right? Like 3 days? And the drive was okay? It wasn't bad? What do they taste like? Mango chamoy. They're not spicy at all. And these ones are really, 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 really fresh. I've had some that were kind of stale. But these are really fresh. Can somebody in chat who knows how to spell chamoy type that? I was there Friday to Monday. I flew there. Yeah, I wouldn't post the photos in Discord. If there's one that you want to like send me individually, but I wouldn't post them in the main Discord. You can buy them at any I don't know, like they sell them at my Kroger. I've gotten them at HEB. I've gotten them at, I don't know if like Walmart has them, but any grocery store that sells like specialty foods, I would say you could get it at. Why did you move from Kentucky to Texas? Because I wanted to. And I had to get out of my hometown for a little bit. I needed to experience the world a little bit. My hometown is so small. It's so tiny. Garbanzo beans. I love garbanzo beans. Are they expensive? They're kind of expensive for candy. I mean, they're like $3. I feel like they should be like $1.99, but they are yummy. I need to stop eating them. What's that pickle behind your back? He is a he's just he's filled with packing peanuts basically. It's supposed to be like just regular filling, but okay, sorry, this is a little sour. He's really not what would you I think it feels like packing peanuts. He's not filled with he's not very like cuddly. Well, actually, I would say like a beanbag filling, whatever that is. Sour Patch Kids all the way. No, I would take these over Sour Patch Kids for sure. I'm gonna eat it. Chamoy, yes, Thomas, thank you. Fruit gushers are the best. I do like gushers that have chamoy on them. Hi, Alpha. Guys, thank you for 225 thumbs up. We were just asking for 200. I'm so sorry. I didn't notice all the thumbs up. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you. Oh, I love chamoy. Way too much. I like it on my watermelon. I like it on my gushers. I like it on my candy. I like it on my mangoes. Okay, 2 more. And I'm putting them up because it's way too late to be eating this candy. Oops. I accidentally got 3. Guess I have to eat 3. Oh, water would be nice. Water would be nice. Cheers. Chamoy doesn't sound appealing, to be honest. More for me. You can get some and then you can give it to me. Thank you, Myth. Ahead of time. Can you show the pumpkin? The pumpkin's in the closet. You want to make... If I had to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10, what would I rate them? 9.5. This batch. Like I said, I've had some that were a little overdone. But this batch is so good. And it's, it has like, sugar on the outside. Are you on a delay? Yeah, but it's just my own fault. Hi, Bert, because they keep talking and then I don't keep up with the chat as well as I could. Blazer, you don't think the candy looks good? Some people like chamoy, some people don't. It's really either love or hate. I've never had chamoy. I wouldn't recommend just like buying a bottle of chamoy. Like if you were somewhere with somebody who enjoyed it and they got something with chamoy, I would recommend you try it. Hi, Angelina. How's your cat doing? Good. Thank you for asking. Oh, a paper. I've done that before. I would say like whenever I first discovered chamoy, I ate way too much. And like it made it like, yeah. Maybe not from just eating chamoy, but eating like candy that has like the like chamoy and the like sugar and stuff, and then like you like you eat them and then the top of your mouth gets, it's kind of like if you eat too many sour Skittles. You just got a new puppy? What kind of puppy did you get, Blazer? You're number 3 tonight. Number 3 tonight. Number 3 tonight. Number 3 for what? There you go, paper. That's what it is. Myth. That's gonna be a tough one. Good night, Jay. I hope that you sleep well. The pumpkin is in the closet, yes. She's an addict. I am. I'm addicted to it, and I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. What are you gonna do about it? Have you ever had a baby bottle pop? Baby bottle pop? Yes, not in years though. What is on top of your toilet? What do you mean, goofball? There's nothing on my toilet. Try Dots pretzels. Hey, is that a sneaky promo? Hi, Bronco. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Rolls are not like they used to be. They taste so waxy and fake now, but they used to be so yummy. My Wi-Fi is giving me trouble now. No, I hate that. I don't know how I feel about that myth. I would try it. I haven't done it before. You're eating the same thing, but in the form of sticks. Sticks? You used to have a sweet tooth until they all fell out? That's unfortunate. You gotta brush your teeth. I feel like the best ones are the candies pre-made with it. No, it just depends on what you're feeling. I recommend those a lot. Hi, Anderson. I'll try the candy, but I don't like candy anymore. I need to get to that point. I'm pretty good with not liking it, but man, those are my weakness for sure. Oh, ow. Honey, I don't know what you mean. You see that? My elbow just gave out. Not good. Man, I really do want to go back to my same rheumatologist. What if he retired? No way. He was just so nice. I mean, I'm sure there's very nice rheumatologists where I live, but once I meet somebody and like they like, oh my gosh. I remember growing up in my primary care doctor that I had since I was like, could remember having a primary care doctor. He switched to a different, like, he kept going back to school and he ended up getting like a higher paying job in the medical field, but he was like no longer just like a primary care physician. And I will never forget being like, I actually, I felt like I felt so betrayed because how am I supposed to, well, like, I didn't realize at first, because this was, I think like, he switched over to, like, a different position when I was probably, like, 8 or, like, 10 maybe, and I was like, how am I gonna find somebody else that's gonna, I didn't realize they could do the records and, like, switch, I mean, I guess I did, but it didn't, like, it was a long time ago, okay? But I was like, how is anybody else gonna, like, know what, like, my like, all of my information? How are we gonna, I was like, obviously, I didn't have, like, anything, I didn't have, like, Ehlers-Danlos list back then, or I guess I did, but I didn't know about it. Your only doctor betrayed you? The only doctor in the world? Exactly. That's how I felt. I thought he was the only doctor in the world. And he was so cool. Like, he always had cool socks. I don't have a thing for feet, okay? But he would always sit with, like, his knee, and he would always have his, like, foot on his leg right there. And, like, you know what I'm saying? He'd be like, oh, so what are we in here for today? And he would have, like, his foot on his knee. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I'm trying to explain this. But he would have, like, Superman socks on, or, like, Batman. And I would just, my mom would be, like, telling him because I was, like, when I was a kid, right? My mom would be, like, telling him what's wrong with me. And I would just be, like, trying to see what like, characters were on his socks that day. I'm going to end up broke in, like, 2 days. Wait, what's happening in 2 days? Hi, Brandon. You don't have decorations on your toilet? No. Why? I need to be able to get back there if I need to. You're not supposed to decorate the top of your toilet, silly goose. Sounds like a doctor crush. No, I didn't have a crush on him. He was a handsome man. But I really just, like, as an adult, I will say that he was a handsome man. I'm saying this like he's gone. He is still alive, as far as I know. But he was a great doctor. Like, his dad was a doctor. Like, he was a doctor. Like, everyone, like, in his entire, like, his dad's dad was a doctor. Like, they were very, like, it like ran in his blood to become a doctor, basically. Yeah, just having his legs crossed. But then his pants would ride up a little bit, and I could see what socks he was wearing. And then, like, I remember once I got old enough, like, I was like, why do you wear funny socks? You know, because I was a kid. And he told me that he's required to wear, like, scrubs, doctor outfits every day. And he's like, my socks are how, like, my one little thing that I can control without it being, like, against my, like, the uniform policy, right? So I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. And it's actually, like, a very healthy mindset to have, because, like, he wants to, like, accessorize a little bit, but you can't add, like, jewelry when you're a doctor. You can't have, like, you know, you can't accessorize in that way. So he was accessorizing in the only way that he could. Thank you for the coffee. Thank you. Thank you for the coffee. His foot on his knee? Yeah. Didn't you ask him to show feet? No. I'll wear cool socks if you need me to be your rheumatologist. I don't know if you're qualified to be a rheumatologist. Girl, think about it every night and day. Hi, Pyro. I don't like candy, but candy corn is my weakness. I'm lucky it's only sold at Halloween. Dude, if candy corn was my weakness, you best bet I'd have a drawer full of it in the kitchen. Because it would last until next year. I'd be going and buying that stuff the next day on clearance. Thank you guys for subscribing on YouTube. If you have not subscribed and you're enjoying the stream and you'd like to subscribe, that would be cool. Aw, thank you. I'm sensing Facebook stalker energy, knowing the whole family history. Hello, hello. I didn't know models went live on YouTube. Of course they do, silly goose. There's expired milk in my refrigerator. It expired 2 days ago. You gotta take it, pour it down the drain, and toss out the recycle the container that it's in. I didn't even know my doctor's name at 8 years old. She knew her doctor's life story. Well, it's because my grandma was a nurse and she knew my doctor's dad, and so like she told me all the tea. And I was a sponge. Like if you told me something, I was absorbing it as a kid. I was very absorbent. I don't know if that's the word I meant to use. So you're saying medical people look funny? No, but he was saying he has to wear scrubs. The same boring scrubs all the time. A lot of doctors' offices have, like now even have like different colored scrubs for different days of the week. So his socks were what he could use to, like express himself. And I do think that, I don't know what I was gonna say, but I wear cool socks. I need to get some coffee and drink on this one. I trust Terrence more than that doctor with the random socks. Imagine the doctor wearing a gold chain. I don't know if they would be allowed to do that. Yours is French vanilla latte, or what? Only 2 days? That milk's so good. That milk's so good. Oh, thank you for that. Hydrate, bro. Get me English only, please. I'm not pouring anything out? Okay. You need to become absorbent again. I think I absorbed too much and then my absorbency started leaking. Coke or Pepsi? Coke. Thank you for the hydrate for the wins. You look so much like my sister. I even took a screenshot to show her. Really? That's crazy. What if we're actually sisters? Imagine I find out I'm adopted. That would be crazy. I was going through my voicemails today. And I was going back and like deleting some that like just that were just taking up storage. Anyways, I had one from my dad, and it was from like last year, the day after my birthday. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like I haven't even listened to this voicemail. Like what, you know? And Um, I realized after I listened to it that it was a butt dial. I thought I was about to get a happy birthday. No, that was a one time. No, I don't think he did forget it, but I just thought it was funny. What time are you not on your phone? I need to call and leave a crazy voicemail. Unless it's somebody that I know is calling me, or it's my sister or my mom, I'm not answering it. French vanilla latte. Yum. Bum bum ba bum. 10,000 burger challenge, is that a thing? Yes, dance and dominate. And like if I can make it like a possibility, I guess you could say. I am cold now. I'm very cold. People text me asking if I want steak and to bring barbecue sauce. I think that somebody who is like a major foodie or maybe even a chef has had your number at one point in their life. How much do I want to sell it for? I don't know. I'm the only chef I know. Oh, okay. How many platforms do you want? I'm just on YouTube and Twitch currently. Sell the dresser for a new Buick. I don't know that it's worth that much. Spring has finally came to Sweden. Everything that was dead is now coming back to life. Yay! That's exciting, for sure. Do an even trade. Gorilla, are you good? Thank you for the floating heart looks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the blurb, dance and dominate. Can you be a blanket? No. What do you mean, silly goose? Hi, Captain. Guys, I just ran out of energy. I hit the wall. I hit the official wall. You have a GTA Buick? Make a blonde hair bun just one time, please. Maybe soon. You hear what I said? I hear. What do you want? Sleepy time. I think it is almost sleepy time. I need to go away. Okay, guys. I am... This is the time you normally go live. I know. I know it is. You're not yawning yet, so you're doing good? No, but my eyes are closing. You're always up late? That's true. Just have more salud. Dude, I don't want to have like kidney failure. She isn't yawning, but I am. True. I do not. You do look kind of tired. Yeah, I think so too. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. I'm glad to hear that your trip went well, Dance and Dominate, and that you you had a good time. Good night, honey. Good night, Dance and Dominate. Good night, TJ. Good night, Myth. Good night, Miv. Good night, Terrence. Good night, Alien. Good night, Tennis. Good night for the wins. Good night, honey. You need some Red Bull? I've had too much caffeine like as it is today, to be honest. Good night, Leslie. I see what you said, honey. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Guys, there is wait, can we do the raffle? Okay. Yeah, we have it. Guys, there's a raffle ending in 33 seconds if you're watching on Twitch. Then exclamation point join in the chat. Aw, thank you, Denny. The line. Hold the line. Honey and Dance and Dominate got some. So nice. They used to have drinks that made me dream. That's crazy. I don't know if I could take that. I'd be a little scared. But okay, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off. Good night to everybody on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for all the subscribes. Thank you. Thank you for the super chats. Can you show your elbows? There you go. Good night, Innocent. Good night, Tennis. Bye-bye. Good night. You're going to subscribe. Thank you, Lisa. Good night, guys.